What if I told you that this simple grid of black and white squares is actually a mathematical universe? It does not solve a differential equation. It does not simulate gravity. It does not use artificial intelligence. Instead, it follows one simple idea. A cell looks at its neighbors, then it decides whether it survives. That is enough to create moving patterns, repeating structures, and surprisingly complex behavior. This is Conway's Game of Life, and hidden inside this simple program is a deep mathematical theory called cellular automata. Today, we will uncover the mathematics that makes this artificial universe come alive. Imagine a square grid. In this example, the grid has 250 rows and 250 columns. Mathematically, this is called a discrete lattice. Each location on this grid has a unique position. Every position contains a single cell, and every cell has only two possible states, alive or dead. We represent these two possibilities using binary numbers. A value of 1 means the cell is alive. A value of 0 means the cell is dead. At any moment, the entire grid can be represented as a giant matrix. This matrix describes the complete state of the universe at that moment. The simulation works by repeatedly transforming one state into the next. The current grid becomes the future grid. The entire universe evolves one step at a time. The most important idea in cellular automata is locality. Every cell only looks at nearby cells. It does not know what is happening across the entire grid. It only knows about its immediate surroundings. In Conway's Game of Life, each cell has 8 possible neighbors. There is the cell above, the cell below, the cell below, the cell to the left, the cell to the right, and the 4 diagonal cells. This arrangement is called the Moore neighborhood. For every cell, the program counts how many of these neighbors are alive. This number is called the neighbor count. The code is simply measuring the local population surrounding each cell. But there is another interesting mathematical trick hidden inside the program. The grid does not have normal edges. Instead, the boundaries are connected. The left side connects to the right side. The top connects to the bottom. Imagine walking off one edge of a video game map and appearing on the opposite side. Mathematically, this creates a torus, a surface shaped like a donut. So although the grid looks like a flat rectangle, the mathematics treats it as a wrapped space. This allows every cell to have the same neighborhood structure. Now we reach the mathematical heart of Conway's Game of Life. Every cell follows exactly the same update rule. The future state of a cell depends on 2 things. First, whether the cell is currently alive or dead. Second, how many living neighbors surround it. There are only a few possible outcomes. If a cell is alive, it survives only when it has 2 or 3 living neighbors. If it has fewer than 2 neighbors, it dies from isolation. If it has more than 3 neighbors, it dies from overcrowding. If a cell is dead, it becomes alive when exactly 3 neighbors are alive. Every other situation results in a dead cell. That is the entire universe. Only a few simple rules, but those rules create incredibly complicated behavior. Instead of thinking about individual cells, we can look at the entire grid as one mathematical object. The update rule acts like a transformation. It takes the current universe and creates the next universe. The computer is not predicting what happens. It is repeatedly applying the definition of the system. Each step is simply the previous state transformed into a new one. After many steps, the simulation becomes the same mathematical operation repeated again and again. The neighbor calculation inside Game of Life also reveals another surprising connection. It is closely related to convolution. Convolution is a mathematical operation where a small pattern moves across a grid and combines information from nearby locations. This same idea appears in image processing, it appears in computer vision, and it is one of the fundamental operations behind convolutional neural networks. The mathematics connecting a simple cellular automaton and modern artificial intelligence is surprisingly similar. Conway's Game of Life is also a deterministic dynamical system. This means that if you know the current state, you know exactly what happens next. There is no randomness. The future is completely determined by the present. But even a 250 by 250 grid has an enormous number of possible configurations. The number of possible states is 2 raised to the power of 62,500. This number is unimaginably large because the system has a finite number of possible states. Every evolution must eventually follow a repeating pattern pattern or settle into some form of stable behavior. The system can produce fixed structures, it can create repeating oscillators, it can generate moving patterns called spaceships, and it can also create extremely complicated behavior that appears almost chaotic. So why does such a simple system become so complex? The answer is emergence. Complex behavior can appear from simple rules. 3 ingredients create this effect. First, local interaction. Each cell only communicates with nearby cells. Second, nonlinearity. A small change in the beginning can create a completely different future. Third, repetition. Simple interactions accumulate over many generations. From these ingredients, an entire world of patterns emerges. Stable objects, moving structures, repeating cycles, and unexpected forms of complexity. So this program is not just drawing moving squares on a screen. It is implementing a mathematical universe, a nonlinear system evolving on a two-dimensional lattice, a world where every future state is created from the previous one through a simple local rule. A simple rule repeated millions of times can create motion, can create structure, and can create complexity. That is the beauty of Conway's Game of Life, a universe built from mathematics alone.